friends, welcome back to another recap video. This one is entitled Wow, and she is off camera and muted, as unprepared as ever. She announces that King Cobra died, rest in peace. Now she's sounding a little bit ragey already. Why do people do the things they do? Do the people who picked on King Cobra feel bad? She would feel bad if she had made fun of him. She calls his life a mess and mentions he had addictions. The water tank is up right now. She's sitting in the living room with 30 coffee cups on the table, she says. Then she says she can't retain information about history or politics. She's obviously not dressed properly, and Salah's in the other room with some guy and his son. She ruins the end of Bram Stoker's Dracula, so if you didn't want to know, skip this bit. She then mentions Keanu Reeves. If she expires, then she wants someone to grift for her from the grave. It's time for everyone's favorite game, fireworks or gunshots. She says the only thing she could transplant in death would be her beautiful face. Someone in the chat says that they lost family members in that Heaven's Gate cult. Say it with me. Cheese graveyard. Her stream keeps skipping in a lot of weird spots for me. She's becoming almost completely unwatchable, if nothing else but for the quality of the stream itself. She comes back and she's eating something. There's tons of mouth noises, so watch yourselves with this one if you have a fear of eating noises or anything like that. She says Julia has no soul, then she laughs. Then she gets up to squat over the hole, aka use the restroom. She still hasn't quit smoking shisha. She asks the chat if they think she puts on another personality in her pre-recorded videos. She said she bonded with Shannon after they were about 15 years old over someone farting in the movie theater bathroom. She doesn't want to throw her friendship away with Shannon. She tells some dumb story about a sweaty guy at a bar. It sounds made up. She made Salah install an AC in her bedroom too. She has a mountain of clothes on her bed and she's basically laying on them. She's currently at 292 viewers. She's a few weeks behind on the Sydney Sweeney jeans controversy. She mutes herself for a few minutes by accident. She's getting annoyed with the internet over there in Syria. Someone asks where all the mods are. When she went to camp as a kid, she said she hated having to do anything and just wanted to sleep the whole time. She said she got made fun of by the other girls there. She said they were taught how to comb the lake for dead bodies. As a kid? What? She hated the whole camp and gave them a bad rating because they didn't have soy sauce. Memories of relish, anyone? She was going to say something awful, but then thought better of it and said she'll get canceled if she says it. And then she decides to go ahead and just say it. And she tells a story about how they would groan at this camp as kids collectively whenever it was a certain kid's turn to tell a scary story, because this kid stuttered a lot. Then she proceeds, you guessed it, to make fun of that stutter. But thankfully, by some trick of the gods, my internet cuts out for a second for her before she could say anything else, so that was good. Salah comes in and announces she needs to turn the AC off, and she whines like a little baby. Salah says, stop using the air conditioning. Then he starts whispering in the mic, and it just gives you the ick. The Temu Busabayas are still making their way across the Middle East. She then starts pushing some candle merch thing in her store. Then she weirdly asks her plus-size chat if they want to buy her fanny pack merch. Salah acts interested in the Disney parks in the U.S., both the one in California and the other one in Florida. Good luck with that one, buddy. He took her to Entertainment City in Syria, and she claims it was just for kids. But he said that she refused to go on any of the rides. He says that she never had any fun, or she doesn't enjoy her life, basically. Then she gets annoyed because they have nothing in common, clearly, and how could they possibly, to be honest? Then he starts bitching that she wouldn't even play the games at this park, even if she couldn't fit on the rides. Where is this place? What is he talking about? She says it's not fun to be fat. No kidding, but have another chunk of cheese, I guess. He said she can't do anything without being sweaty. She says she likes walking around a theme park. I say, since when? He then complains that she always claims that she's old, but she's only 41. And he argues that people in their 60s, some of them can actually do backflips. She gets really annoyed with that line for some reason. She doesn't realize at this point how embarrassing this must be for him, because I can actually feel the embarrassment from here. She says that she accepts the fact that she's aging. He tells her to do what she can do and that she needs to do something fun with her life. He's really riding her about not doing anything fun with him. It sounds like he's getting annoyed or just tired of it. She's laughing nervously and he's clicking his tongue at her. Now her goal is to be able to do backflips when she's 60. So all the rides looked like kiddie rides to her. She then disses the ride operators in Cornwall and said they looked like drug addicts or ex-cons. And then she says the same thing about Ottawa. Like, Jesus. She really does act like someone's great Aunt Tilly, to be honest. Salah asks who Quirky Love Rose is. Uh-oh, Chantal, better watch out there. She won't charge her phone because she doesn't want to reach up. And he sounds shocked that she's so lazy. He's like, what do you mean you don't want to reach up? She laughs really loud and he admonishes her, saying she's going to wake everyone up. And she says they're already up shooting fireworks in the street. Yeah, fireworks. Okay. Then she makes fun of his laugh. Now she sounds high. Salah, you're going to be listening to this woman talk about food for the rest of her life. Salah says he doesn't mind if she goes live whenever she wants to. He said she's grumpy most of the time and her being emotional is annoying. He says she's grumpy, annoying, and negative. So that's nice, I guess. Then there's some kind of slapping noises that I'm hearing, and someone in the chat even comments and she repeats it, saying, oh, I heard that. And yeah, something was going on there. And then she says he's annoying too. She says they're both allergic to children and they both laugh. Said that Julia has traveled more than a lot of us, apparently. Then the stream goes quiet for a second, maybe a few seconds, and then it's just gone. So I guess that's it. Thanks for listening. See you next time, friends.